In the kingdom of Adim, twins were feared as a bad omen. Queen Nena, wife of King Obi, was in labor. She gave birth to twin boys. She was filled with fear. The high priest, Akombo, declared that the gods demanded the sacrifice of one child to prevent doom upon the kingdom. The king, torn between love and duty, hesitated. But Queen Nena, unwilling to lose a child, made a desperate choice. She informed the high priest that one of the kids had died. Then she ordered her loyal maid, Oge, to take one of the boys and flee. Oge, fearing for her life and that of the child, wrapped the infant in a thick cloth and set off into the night. With no clear destination, she traveled deep into the forest, where she stumbled upon a small village on the kingdom's outskirts. There, she entrusted the boy to a kind old warrior, Ikenna, who promised to raise him as his own. She made him vow never to speak of the boy's origin. With a heavy heart, Oge returned to the palace, telling the queen that the child had been taken far away. Years passed, and the twin boys grew up in separate lives. The first twin, Chike, was raised in the royal palace as the future king. He was trained in warfare, leadership, and the laws of the kingdom. Though strong and intelligent, he was also arrogant, believing himself superior to others. His father, King Obinna, showered him with praise, but his mother, Queen Nena, always carried a hidden sadness in her eyes. Meanwhile, in the humble village, the second twin, now named Tobinna, grew up under Ikenna's care. He became a skilled warrior, known for his strength and courage. Though he had no knowledge of his royal blood, he often dreamt of a place with golden walls and a woman whispering his name. Ikenna told him the gods had a great destiny for him, but never revealed the truth of his birth. Tensions between the kingdom of Adim and the neighboring kingdom of Ofo worsened when King Obinna rejected a peace proposal. Enraged, Ofo's warriors attacked the border villages, killing and enslaving many. King Obinna called for war, and Prince Chike led Adim's forces into battle. However, Ofo's army was stronger than expected, and Adim suffered a terrible defeat. The kingdom needed a great warrior to turn the tide. Word soon spread of a powerful young warrior named Tobinna, who had led several victories against bandits and raiders in the outer villages. Desperate for a hero, Adim's generals and the elders sought him out and convinced him to fight for the kingdom of Adim. Unaware that he was a lost prince, eager to prove himself, Tobinna accepted, not knowing he was about to meet his own twin brother on the battlefield. Chike and Tobinna met for the first time on the battlefield, but neither recognized the other. Chike, proud and commanding, saw Tobinna as a common warrior, while Tobinna found Chike arrogant and reckless. However, as they fought side by side, an unexplainable bond formed between them. During a critical battle, Tobinna saved Chike's life, shielding him from an enemy's spear. Chike, shocked by the facts, felt a strange connection to his savior. As the war raged on, the two warriors began to respect each other, unaware of their shared blood. Back in the palace, when Nenna was tormented by nightmares, she saw her twin sons standing against each other in battle, one killing the other. She pleaded with King Obinna to call off the war, but he dismissed her fears. Desperate, she summoned Akombo, the high priest, who revealed in a chilling prophecy the twins would meet and one would kill the other, fulfilling the will of the gods. Terrified, the queen sent Oge to find the warrior Tobinna, hoping to stop the prophecy. But by the time she arrived at the battlefield, the war had taken a new turn. Chike, filled with jealousy over Tobinna's growing fame, now saw him as a rival instead of a friend. King Obinna, unaware of the prophecy, began favoring Tobinna after hearing of his bravery. This enraged Chike, who feared being overshadowed. When Akombo, the high priest, whispered that Tobinna sought the throne, Chike's anger turned into hatred. During a secret mission, Chike betrayed Tobinna, leading him into an ambush. Tobinna fought bravely, but was wounded and captured by false warriors. Thinking he had eliminated his rival, Chike returned to the palace, victorious, but his mother sensed something was wrong. As Tobinna lay in Ofo prison, he had visions of Queen Nenna calling his name. Meanwhile, Oge arrived at the palace and revealed the truth to the queen. Tobinna was a lost twin. Shocked, when Nenna confronted Chike, who refused to believe her. However, King Obinna, troubled by guilt, ordered Tobinna's rescue. With the help of Ikenna, a group of warriors infiltrated Ofo's prison and freed Tobinna. As he returned, memories flooded his mind. The golden walls, the woman from his dreams. He realized he was a lost prince. Back in Adim, Chike's jealousy had turned to paranoia. When Tobinna arrived, the people welcomed him. But Chike, fearing he would lose the throne, challenged him to a duel. The brothers, now aware of their true identities, stood before each other, turned between duty and destiny. Despite Queen Nenna's pleas, the fight began. They were evenly matched, their skills mirroring each other. With each strike, they felt the weight of the prophecy pressing down on them. As the battle reached its climax, Tobinna had a chance to strike Chike down, but he hesitated. Seeing this as weakness, Chike lunged forward, but at the last moment, he slipped, falling onto Tobinna's sword. Silence filled the arena as blood stained the ground. Chike, gasping, looked into his brother's eyes and whispered, "It was always meant to be this way." And with his last breath, he asked for forgiveness. Tobinna, devastated by this, held his dying brother as the prophecy was fulfilled. King Obinna, broken by the loss of his dear son, named Tobinna the heir to the throne. Queen Nenna, though heartbroken, knew that fate had finally taken its curse. The new king, Tobinna, ruled with wisdom and strength, honoring the memory of his fallen brother. However, he would never forget the cruel hand of destiny. Each night, he gazed at the stars, wondering if the gods had truly won, or if he had merely been their pawn. The legend of the sacred twins lived on, a tale of fate, betrayal, and the high price